moment. The latest stats from Rio currently sitting at 330. Solid performer in a challenging market. Hi, Michaelkeil here. Today I'm with our in-house economist Ryan Bridie, and we're going to look at some of the positives that are occurring in WA. Ryan, looking forward to this presentation. Fire away.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, last week we looked at state final demand, but we're not going to get any more data from the Treasury Department for about another month. So I thought, what other indicators can we see in the meantime to show that our economy is strengthening? And the first one I came to was an article in the Financial Review, which explained that engineering jobs in WA had increased by 33% over the year. Rio expressed some concerns about wage inflation, but personally I think most people in the mining industry would welcome some increase in jobs and an increase in wages growth.
Yeah, it's great news for real estate because as there's more jobs, people will relocate here, and that will increase the demand for the rentals and also the sales market. So very excited about that.
And an increase in wages growth allows for an increase in consumption, and that's really beneficial for our local economy.
Brilliant. And you got some good news about Rio Tinto as well?
Well, after they expressed some concerns about wages inflation, I thought, well, how is Rio travelling? And they released their half-yearly results just recently, and it showed a 33% increase in earnings. Underpinning this, because they're such a large exporter of iron ore, the iron ore price has been underpinned by record steel production in China, and also drawing down on their inventories. So that's all good news for WA. The global forecast from the IMF for commodities remains strong, and as we've spoken before, an increase in investment creates jobs and encourages positive net migration.
Yep, and Rio Tinto are talking about expanding their northwest operation, so that'll be a positive.
Rio, BHP and FMG are all planning big infrastructure projects.
No, fantastic. Now, with the talk of trade wars, how's that going to affect us?
I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, and there's obvious concerns about a full-blown trade war. But in a twist, there's been some benefits for WA. According to Rio, the 25% tariff placed on Chinese aluminium has pushed up the price of aluminium. And this has also led to the increase in the price of bauxite. Bauxite's a major component of aluminium smelting, and WA has 3 of Australia's 5 bauxite mines, and Australia is a major exporter of bauxite.
So more good news, and you're going to show us a chart on how aluminium's going?
Just to see the increase in the commodities prices. And it's really interesting to note that as it starts to take off from 2017, that is also the same time period where we see our state final demand increase. So there's obviously a relationship.
Yeah, and Ryan, it's not only aluminium. I know the nickel prices have got a similar looking chart. It's performed very nicely, and there's talk of BHP in their Nickel West opening up a number of mines in Kambalda and those type of areas. So.
Nickel's used in the production of steel. If China's got record steel production, the demand for nickel is going to increase.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and with the LNG, how's that likely to be affected with trade war?
Okay, China is planning retaliatory tariffs. If they do apply that to a USA LNG, then it's going to increase the price of that commodity. Buyers in China will look to other markets to source. Australia is the second largest supplier of LNG in the world, and China is our second largest buyer. So we can see by just a quick chart here where the majority of our LNG goes, and with Japan taking nearly 50%, China taking nearly 30%, an increase in that would be beneficial for WA.
Yeah, that'll be a real positive. Now, Ryan, there's been some great news about the GST. Tell us about that.
Okay, people who read our newsletter articles would understand how GST is calculated and distributed. Currently we have a relativity of approximately 0.4. The floor of 0.75 will mean an extra $2.5 billion per year to our state budget. If you consider that the Optus Stadium cost $1.6 billion to build, $2.5 billion worth of infrastructure spending here in WA is going to be fantastic. It's going to increase efficiencies and it's going to create jobs.
Yeah, look, it's about time we got our fair share of GST, so I see that as being a big plus for the WA economy. Ryan, also the statistics on the real estate market, where are we at?
Okay, Rio just released the June quarterly figures, and it showed a 2% increase in Perth median house prices to 520,000. We saw an increase of 2.3% for Perth median unit prices to 419,000. But the one that was quite strange, and perhaps you can explain it to us, is there's a 4.9% increase in Perth median unit prices over the quarter.
Yeah, look, I personally believe that's a significant increase, and that's been driven by more expensive apartments, people downsizing from their bigger blocks. The bottom end of the apartment market, from our opinion, hasn't seen any growth. So, and we're looking at median unit prices. So it's just a distortion there, I believe, Ryan, of more expensive units being bought at the moment. So, but look, great news. It's fantastic. This is the first time in a very long time that we're actually starting to see some positive results in the medium house prices and unit prices. I personally believe the market has bottomed. Now is the time to buy. There's so many good things starting to happen with WA. So, and I think you would agree with that, Ryan.
Things are strengthening.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, look, I hope you've enjoyed today's update from Ryan. If you are looking to buy or sell, feel free to call the Michaelkeil team on 1300 522 000. Ryan writes our weekly e-newsletter. If you'd like a copy of that, email Michaelkeil.com, or you could go to our website, and which is Michaelkeil.com, and register for the newsletter online. So thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.